أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي آمين يا رب العالمين. Inshallah, we'll be studying the poem by Imam Shaafi. Most of us might not know that Imam Shaafi, apart from being one of the greatest faqih, he was also a very good poet. So he would write poetry as well. And there is a quote attributed to him that says, where Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah says that had he not been a faqih, he might have, or had he concentrated on poetry, he might have been greater poet than than Labid. Labid was one of the greatest poets of Arabia at the time, and his poem was one of the mu'allaqat, those the hanging poems of Kaaba at a time. So any which way, so we'll be studying the first poem of Diwan Imam Shaafi, that is titled Da al Ayyam. It is Da'il Ayyam. It's actually a verb fil amr, but we know that this is a false kasra. Fil amr cannot have, is never majroor, so this is Da actually. But just because iltika usaqinain is not allowed in Arabic grammar, so we give a kasra here. So da. So the verb is wada'a. Wada'a means, like we say, to leave, alvida karna, like. So that's wada'a, to leave. So it's amr, da, leave. Al ayyam, leave the days. So that's the title of this poem. Leave the days. Al ayyam is the plural. So this is mansub because this is the maf'ul. This is the object of the verb. So it goes like this. Da. So da'il ayyama taf'alu ma tasha wa tib nafsan bima hakam al-qadha wa la tajza' lihadasatil layali fama lihawadisi dunya baqa wa kun rajulan ala al-ahwali jaldan wa shimatuka samahatu wal wafa. So the verb here is da, again wada'a. So it says, so Imam Shafi here is saying da al ayyam, or when we read it together, we read it as da al ayyam. Leave the days, tafa'alu ma tasha. Leave the days, tafa'alu ma tasha. Let the days go and let them do what they want to do. Tafa'al is again verb, ma tasha, what they want to do. So leave the days what they want to do. Watib nafsan. So the verb here is taba. Taba. So again here tib would be, it's from the group, it's from the verb daraba. So tib nafsan, tib taba would be to mean sweet. Tib nafsan, keep your nafs sweet, keep your nafs happy, keep yourself, keep yourself happy, keep yourself sweet. Let the days do what they have to do. You keep yourself sweet, you keep yourself happy. Bima hakam al qada. Qada would be the judgment. Hakam al qada. Hakam is the verb here. Hakama would be to pass the judgment. So let the days pass their judgment, right? Al qada here is the file, like we have the qadi, the judge. So he's saying here that let the days do what they have to do, leave the days on itself, but you be happy on whatever is decreed for you, right? You be happy with it. Wala tajza. Wala tajza. La, this is fi'lun mudari'un majzumun, and la would be la nahya. That would be the law of prohibition. So tajza. So the verb here is jazia. Jazia. Jazia would mean to be anxious. So wala tajza. So don't be anxious. Li hadisatil layali. At what happens at night. So night here is used, we would not say what is happening at night, at your dark times. We can put it like this. So whatever the things are happening at the dark times, whatever the things are happening, because in poetry, Lail, we cannot explain it more right now. It when we generally use this in the masculine form, lail, because in Arabic lail has masculine as well as feminine, laila, lailun, or laylatun. So when it's used in the masculine form, then night is compared with something which is dangerous, or something which is unpleasant. But when it is used as feminine, so it's used with some more serenity, something that's good, with peace. But here you can see the Lail is used in the masculine form. So you can say the Lail, night, would here be meaning something of the darkness. So wala tajza lihadithati layali. So do not be anxious at what happens, what the hadithat happen at night or in the darkness, at the dark times when the chips are down. Fama lihawadithi dunya baqa. Ma would be no, negation. So the accidents of life, or the happenings of life, they are not forever. These things are not going to remain forever, right? So if there are any negative sides, if there is any negative thing that is happening, those things are not going to remain forever. Fama li hawadith dunya, of this, they're not going to baqa, they're not going to remain forever. Wakun rajulan, and be a person, alal ahwal. So this is a noun, and it would be this, it's a plural, it will be singular, will be howlun. Howlun, fright, scare, right? Howlun. So, and be a man who on ahwal, when he's scared, or when when there is something that terrifies you, on such scenarios, jaldan, right? Jaldan would mean to be patient, to be tolerant. So we have the word jaldun. So here it's mansub. Jaldun would mean to be patient, to be tolerant. We have another word, a similar one, like jildun. Don't confuse this with yourself with jildun. Jildun would mean the skin, or the derm. We have our the skin, the leather or us. We also have a verb, a similar one, jalada. That means to flog. Jalada, to flog, to beat. But here the word is noun. It's jaldan. So it would mean to be tolerant. So be a man who is tolerant when there is there's a scare, or when when he's frightened, on such scenarios. So be a man who is patient on the tough times, in times of tough. So be a man who's patient in the times of scare. Washi matuka. So we have the noun here, shimatun. 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 It would mean adatun, habit. So washimatuka, and make your habit, make your habit what? As-samahatu, generosity, wal wafa, and faithfulness. So make your habit, so to always be faithful and always be generous. Make this your habit. So we have this word as-samaha. We have a word similar, a noun, a very common noun, oh, sorry, a very common verb, samaha. Samaha actually means, it's a verb. Samaha means to permit, to allow something. But this word samahatun is not coming from this one. It comes from a different bab of the same root. It is samuha. Samuha would mean to be generous. So this comes from here, generous. Not from here. It would mean to permit. So it comes from this word samuha, to be generous. Samahatun, generosity. So Imam Shaafi here in these couplets is saying that, so be a man of generosity, be a person of generosity, and show faithfulness. And so allow the days to do what they wish to do, allow the time to pass, right? Do not worry over the difficulties, do not be frightened, do not become anxious, right? When there are difficulties, when there is darkness, Lail, when there is difficulties, when there are coming, right? The difficulties of this world, they're not going to last forever. But you be a brave person. Whenever there are terrifying situations coming, you be brave, and make yourself generous, and be faithful, be truthful to yourself, to your nature. So adopt these traits. Thank you so much. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.